All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Come on, boys. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, wahoo! Man. Watch the run. Back, fight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hicks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Leo. Hey, Orbit.
To throw on 2nd down. Richmond nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check. Topper. Hey, Charlie. Check your hot read. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Richmond. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
He's going to field this at the 4. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Mike. How you get up ahead?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nifty move. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Gives it 50. Check my 50. Come on. Come on, D. Hey, Delta. Ready?
To throw on second down. Richmond going to throw right side here. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
18 Gator. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Mike. Hey, exit. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Richmond throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out. Snap.
From the gun, Richmond. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey. Check that. Check go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. Hey. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike's 50. Watch the slant. 5.
To throw on second down, Richmond. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check the protein spill.
Operating from the gun. Richmond over the middle, complete. That's Hicks. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, my step 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richmond. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
53. I don't even know why this team showed up. Switch. 49. Check 49.
Off-play action. Bryant. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hicks. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the double. 50's the mark. I want that. Give me that ball.
On 3rd and 2. Richmond. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
53, check 53. Bring it. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on third down, Bryant. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point, but possibly go for 2.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant, he's able to find Wallace. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bryant. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bryant. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bryant. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryant. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready? 60 or. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Richmond. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
First down at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Richmond. Campbell making the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Look at me, zipper.
Throwing on 1st down. Richmond. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bryant. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive. Football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Bryant got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup. Of 25. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Separating from the gun. Bryant. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Check 31.
On first down, Bryant, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw. Bryant. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Bryant. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On fourth down, Bryant. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Come on now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
60 Pittsburgh.
At the Browns' 36-yard line.
Rip right. Greystone, travel. Check. Mike's 50. Hey, what's the ball? Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a handoff working right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 71 yards as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Every day, any day. 20, General West. Check 25. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's on field. It's on. It's up. It's all right. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. And keep it rolling. Hey. Jumper. Check it out.
From the gun, Bryant. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Bryant, now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And take it right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bryant, and he comes back with one complete. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation